Here we go. Here we go. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. Don't forget to hit like and the subscribe button. Tell a friend, subscribe button, tell a friend. Here we have another crazy story. Little Durk. Yeah, he been there, he done that. Imagine that. Imagine flying around private jet, driving around in fancy cars, having millions of dollars cash to your name. Believe it or not, a lot of people say, you know what? That's a blessing. The reason why, because a whole lot of individuals, unfortunately, I wonder why though. A whole lot of individuals never had the opportunity or got or even received the opportunity that little Durk received. Meaning the status, the fame, the glory. Just basically living that good old life. Coming from nothing, coming from the bottom. So this was going on as a story about Lil Durk, a rapper who thought he was so cool. Imagine that. I'm so cool. I'm so cool. I can commit crimes and I can talk about it. Yeah, I'm Smirkio. I'm Smirkio. Unbelievable. Don't forget, a lot of these individuals, I'm not certain where they get their knowledge from, but I have a rough idea. Because I remember a long time ago, I was listening to some rap music, and I heard someone say, you know what? They said, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. I think it was Bushwick Bill, Scarface. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Imagine that. When I heard that, I said, wow, that must be so cool to be a gangster. Don't forget, they got that Scarface movie too. Had that Scarface movie too. Gangsters. A lot of individuals, for whatever reason, even for myself, it sounds so cool. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. But in reality, it's not cool to be a gangster in any way, shape, or form. I didn't believe it until Keefe D said it. They had him in those handcuffs, looking so sad, looking so vulnerable, looking like he'd do anything to get out of jail. That's when it was confirmed to me that it's not good to be a gangster in any way, shape, or form. The reason why I say that, checking my other videos, I keep saying over and over. You can't be a real gangster without going to jail for a long time or without going to jail for the rest of your life. It's a terrible thing. Who would want a life like that to be a gangster? A whole lot of individuals, unfortunately. It's a terrible thing. Lil Durk started off poor, got blessed, got exposed to money, millions of dollars, got exposed to a whole lot of things. And he got exposed to jail cell also. Matter of fact, he got exposed to before for about a few months, but he's really in there now. So not only did he get exposed to fame and power and the key to a city, imagine that. Imagine receiving the key to your city. A lot of individuals don't have the key to their own apartments. Definitely not a house. Imagine that. Lil Durk had the key to the city. What that means is almost any house, any business in that city, if he wants to buy it, he could just buy it. He has so much money, they have to give him the key to it. So unfortunate. They said they got Lil Durk. They said they got Lil Durk on another indictment. I mean, you know what? Let's not get too much into it. But they got him. Lil Durk was under the impression that he might have the luxury of getting out the feds. I mean, don't forget, for whatever reason, a lot of individuals, they listen to their friends. Imagine that. Imagine if one of Lil Durk's friends told him, you know what? Don't worry about it. You got so much money, you can do whatever you want to do. You could do any type of crime you want to do. You don't have to worry about it. You could buy the best lawyers. You could pay off the judges. You could pay off the jury. You could pay off everybody. You got so much money. Imagine that. Is that what a lot of little Durk friends was saying to him? I don't know. Believe it or not, a lot of these individuals who obtain a whole lot of money for some strange reason, they think the system is corrupt. They think they can use their money, throw it around, and get their way. Just because when they were out on the streets participating in certain type of crimes, they were throwing their money around, getting their way. Beautiful women, fancy cars, individuals who commit crimes for them, even unalive individuals. So the money got to these individuals, got to their head. That's the best way for me to say. Not realizing, I'm quite certain that he realized it right now. They said money is the root of all evil. Imagine that. If you're not a manager the right way, I'm just talking, that's it. Imagine that. Imagine just talking and that's it. But either way, they got little Durk. They say he might never get out. They say he might go down as a legend. Imagine that. Imagine going down as a legend in jail instead of going down as a legend being free. Imagine that. Imagine Michael Jackson went down as a legend in jail. That'd be so crazy. I'm just talking. R.I.P. to Michael, you know what I mean? Dirty Diana. That's my song right there. Imagine that. I want this little Durk made a Dirty Diana part 2. Dirty Diana part 2. Little Durk version. Let's get back to the topic though. Little Durk. They say he might not ever get out. They said Lil Durk was stalking somebody, allegedly stalking somebody before that person got unalive. I don't really understand it. I don't understand a lot of things. The only thing I do understand for certain, I gotta put some gas in my car. That gas price is going up. I wonder why that gas price is going up. But let's get back to the topic. Imagine that, Lil Durk don't gotta think about that gas price going up anymore. He gotta worry about getting out of jail. Imagine that. Don't forget, he was on that private jet. Living good, laughing all the time. That's what they call him, Smirky, always happy. And to one day, the feds say, you know what? He decided to make another person's family unhappy. And that's what's going on right now with Lil Durk. Believe it or not, it's so unfortunate, believe it or not. Lil Durk, everybody wants Lil Durk to be free. Even Lil Durk wants Lil Durk to be free. Imagine that. Imagine wanting to be free. Imagine wanting to commit a crime and be free. I'm not saying he committed a crime, but allegedly, but I tell you this right here. That's what they got him there for. That's what he is there for right now. They say he committed a crime. Unbelievable. But either way, imagine that. They said Lil Durk committed a crime, but they want Lil Durk to be free. But the individuals, imagine that, individuals, more than one. They said Lil Durk is being accused of unaliving. They can't get, imagine that, where are they? Who are they? I'm just talking, but that's what's going on right now. The life of a Chicago rapper, Lil Durk. They got him trapped. They got him. They say that he doesn't have enough money to get out. They say he was rich in his mind. He was hood rich. Imagine that. Imagine being hood rich. I mean, I probably got about $3, $4, $5 million in my name. That's it. I mean, I could probably tell somebody I got about 10. Imagine that, Lil Durky down and out. Down and out. They said his bail package is so low. It's actually a joke. That's why the feds say, you know what? This man is not serious. What was he doing with all his money? I know what he's doing with all his money. He was using it to committing crimes. Imagine that. I'm just talking that shit. Don't forget, an individual like little Durk, scary little individual, like he never had a fight a day in his life. He had to pay for individuals to be around him. Imagine that. Imagine having to pay for individuals to be around you. But what individual in their right mind would take little Durk serious as meaning he's a scary individual? He's not. The most he could do is open his eyes real wide. That's it. That's it. So what little Durk was doing with all his money, he was squandering it. He was paying criminals allegedly. I'm just thinking, to protect them, to be around them. And in return, he got on the rap, started rapping about nonsense because he was paying individuals, I'm assuming, to protect him. Imagine that. And don't forget, Lil Durk, I mean, he's from the streets, but he's not really from the streets, if you know what I mean. Imagine that. Lil Durk, I'm quite certain, never had to. Don't forget, I don't want to promote crime in any way, shape, or form. I'm just making an example. That's it. Imagine that. Imagine making an example. I wonder if Lil Durk ever had to, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that, what I'm going to say. But you know what I mean, if you know what I mean. Lil Durk was never a real gangster. He was a pretender. Imagine that. Imagine pretending to be a gangster, but accepting the real consequences that comes along with it. But at the same time, he was participating in real gangster activities. Imagine that. Watching all the Scarface movies I told you. Not just that Scarface movie, but damn, it feels good to be a gangster. These individuals think being a gangster is cool. Imagine that. And that's the issue. I mean, maybe it's cool. Maybe it's cool to go to jail forever. Imagine, I never thought about that until right now. Imagine, I never forget, go check out my other videos. I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm not going to say that about Lil Durk either. I was going to say a lot of these criminals, they go to jail because they don't want to work. Imagine that. I mean, I'm not going to say that. I think Lil Durk wants to do them shows, hanging out with those groupies, having a good old time in his life. But some low-down individual got in his ear, so we got to get that payback. We got to get that payback. We get back game. Most of those get back game members, I'm quite certain they know their fathers. Imagine that. And they do not get along with their mothers. They don't listen to their mothers when their mothers tell them to go to school. They say, no, I'm not doing that. Imagine, I'm just talking, that's it. I can talk as much as I want. Lil Durk is still behind the back. He's still doing that fight time. Allegedly. And it's a terrible thing. Who wins? Who benefits? I know. Till next time. They say crime don't pay, but I see him do it. Lil Durk. So you know what? You know what they did to my brother D-Thing? I got back for that, and I put it in one of my raps. Think about that. Why does Lil Durk keep putting things in his rap music? That's the issue. But here's the main issue I have. I'll never forget Lil Durk said, I hate snitches. I hate them. They put my father away for 26 years. Separated from my dad. Snitches separated from my dad for 26 years. While at the same time, they said Lil Durk's been snitching himself. Imagine that. Lil Durk's gonna go behind the bar and say, I hate myself. I've been snitching to myself. I hate myself. I'm behind the bars right now because I've been telling about myself. Imagine that. I hate snitches. Right now, Lil Durk hate himself. Imagine that. Imagine going out of your way to hate your own self. Imagine hating your own self. I never thought about that until right now. Self, I hate you. Why do you hate me so? Because you're a snitch. Yo, what? I'm a what? Yeah. I'm a snitch. You're a snitch, self. I hate you. I'm assuming that's what Lil Durk is saying. Don't forget, I'm just talking entertainment purposes. But they said, the Fed said they got Lil Durk saying things in his music. And I'm assuming that's like being a snitch. I'm just being a mice. Not a snitch. I mean a mice. Imagine that. I mean a mouse. Imagine that. Lil Durk is a little mouse from Chicago. And he say he hate rats. See, you know what? I'm not going to be a rat. I'm going to just be a little mouse or a mice. That's it. Don't forget, I'm just talking. I can talk as much as I want. It's still not going to change the fact that Lil Durk, he went out of his way to become a popular rapper, to become a mouse. So his name, I'm not going to say his name's Little Mouse. I'm still going to say his name is Lil Durk, but I'm just saying. Imagine that, Little Mouse. I don't know a lot. Only thing I do know is crime don't pay, but I see him do it. Unbelievable.